ride or die. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone while you... Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought when I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. I just move how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Getting aggressive now.
Welcome to the 2K Family Grand Hill. This is so exciting. You're a 7-time All-Star, Hall of Famer, NBA broadcaster, TV host, and now we can add that you're in 2K into your resume. That's awesome. Tell us about your first time recording with 2K.
Yeah, Alexis, first of all, it is awesome. And it's something I'm really, really excited about. Now I get some school points with my kids. So that's always a fun thing. But it's been great. It's been quite the experience. We've gone through and recorded. And I didn't really.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Portland Trail Blazers here at Moda Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Portland, they're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And of course, the Timberwolves, a game behind.
And when you look at Minnesota, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks. Star players move around more than ever, it seems, but guys like Damian Lillard are emulating legends like Dirk Nowitzki, who stayed put in Dallas his whole career. Dame said, "I'm not loyal to a fault. I'm loyal to the person that I am. I want this city to feel what it's like winning the championship after such a long time." Kevin?
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Davis is out there with Culver. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. And Portland starts out with the ball. Covington passes to McCollum. Over Beasley. And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Covington.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
On its way from Beasley for 2. That shot no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
And they know they're the better team and out to prove as much tonight. They split the season series a year ago, but they want to change that up now.
To the paint, here's Beasley. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And the Timberwolves with possession. It's a 5-point game, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Russell against Lillard. From about 16, and it's Russell missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's McCollum. Excellent D there from Beasley.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
The pass to Russell from past the arc. Hands it from downtown.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
And that one drops.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Oh, what a dunk!
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Got a piece of it and stolen by Lillard. For the finish, lays it in off the breakaway. Lillard's got 11.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Russell in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket.
just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Culver. Here's Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Portland.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. 3-point lead. And the basket by McCollum.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Beasley outside. Another miss by Minnesota.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Here's Beasley. Nurkic with the block. They get it back. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Okogie for 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
For Portland, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Can they get it? Rebounded by McCollum. They get a hand on it, and so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
And let's check out the numbers for McCollum. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 22 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Well, I love how Culver uses his length and athleticism to deny shots.
Poked loose. Covington with it. Beasley covering. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. That one goes. Just count it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's McCollum. It's good. McCollum's got 13 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Beasley with a clean look. No good from outside.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
Only 1 miss in his first 8 attempts. Coming out of the gate strong.
Timberwolves trail by 16. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
A different look now for Portland. Anthony comes in for Jones. Rodney Hood subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Josh Okogie.
The best way to spread out this defense is for Rubio to hit a few more of these.
That's a 2 from Hood, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Hood, no good with the layup.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Over Russell, and Hood the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Releases from 15, and the bank shot is good.
Anthony's pull-up shot is lethal, guys. Exceptional at shooting while in rhythm.
Pass to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. A shot by Culver, nobody around. That 3 off the mark.
He looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team, and in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to Reed. Shoots the 3. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Let's take a look at Ricky Rubio. Some stats on him. Good season for him last year. 4th in assists. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Here's Layman, covered by Hood. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Simons surveying the D. Hits the 3-point bomb. Simons has got 7 points in the game. Timberwolves trail by 19. Pass to Rubio. Here's Rubio. Russell trying to free himself up. And the basket by Rubio. 7 points in the game.
High percentage look there, guys. Rubio's best chance to score, and he maxed it out.
Hood gets the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And the first one drops.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game, though.
And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them. Trailblazers leading by 17. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
There's Russell with the 3, and Cantor pulls it down.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Russell kicks to Edwards. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Hood. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Hood's got 8 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Russell. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
That shot no good. Here's Rubio. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, and you know what's intriguing? Tonight Rubio's taking on a scorer's mindset. We don't see that from him often. Really pushing the action and serving his team well.
And it's Simons missing.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Kicks it out to Rubio. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 16-point game. Cantor, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Good on the shot.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Trailblazers leading by 16. Here's Trent, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Russell with a wide open look, and another three for Minnesota.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
And not hesitating at all to pound it inside here early.
The Trailblazers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. McCollum's checked in for Anferny Simons.
One shot.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And Russell gets it to go.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And here's McCollum for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Hood deciding where to go with it. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Nine seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the 3 ball is good. Edwards got 5 now.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before the game, we talked about that with him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into a rhythm and had a big game, the next game I would be like, I don't want to come out and try to force it to happen again. You know, I just kind of let the game happen. And this year it was like, keep going, keep being aggressive, keep attacking.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot manning the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way. But they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Timberwolves passing it around. There's the triple. Edwards can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
It's stolen by Jones. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Now Rubio. 12 points for him. Knocked loose. Reed the pass to Layman. Anthony on the double team. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
First one falls for him. Ed Davis is checked in for Minnesota. Okogie comes in for Edwards. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Lets it go from the wing. Portland with a new 14. Here's Cantor. That one falls. Cantor's got 7 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
It's deflected.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Shot's good by Anthony.
And Melo, a skilled shooter, if he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
To the left side wing. Kicks it to Beasley. Now the pass to Layman. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Rebound by Okogie.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets it to go. Layman's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Culver's checked in. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Ricky Rubio is 4th. And, of course, Damian Lillard.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball. And they both have that down to a T.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, watch how Okogie powers his way to the finish. Rushes off the contact like it's not there and gets it to go down.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent. who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Both good from the line that time. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bulls.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And the basket by Rubio.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Trailblazers leading by 22. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Minnesota. And the Timberwolves call timing.
Look at some stats for Damian Lillard. Coming off a terrific season. 3rd in scoring, 5th in assists, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy. Culver dishes to Rubio. And a miss there on the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. And good that time.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Rubio. Offensive rebound. And Jones sends it back. Rubio against Lillard. Count it.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
That's tipped. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Nurkic with the block. But they get it back. Another block.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
And it goes down 2 points. Covington's got his first points of the game. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Covington with the steal.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Lillard throws it down.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Passes it to Okogie. Back to Rubio. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, You feel good about it?
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Trent's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Russell's checked in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Culver passes to Okogie. He feeds it to Davis. Makes it off the glass.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Lillard attack. Oh, that was terrific.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Right side, Covington. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Okogie. Three-pointer on the way. Kept alive, Minnesota. And there it is for him. Davis has got 8 points.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Nurkic can't hit. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. To the middle. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Minnesota shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And Beasley, here we go. Here's Russell. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Guys, absolutely feeling it. When Russell heats up, showtime.
Here's Lillard, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell.
He had a strong showing last season. He was around 23 points a game last year, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, he keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Beasley. He hits both from the stripe. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And that one's good. Russell.
And, you know, despite the turmoil Russell has faced early in his career, there you see why he remains one of the league's top young prospects. Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Russell against Lillard. Elbow shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options, and for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Russell kicks to Culver. Pass to Reed for the three. Buries it from three-point range. Reed's got 5 points so far.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low-post presence.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Reed the pass to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Russell, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
The shot's good. He's got 14.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Russell dishes to Culver. Outside, Davis. He kicks it to Russell. Shot to stop the run. Culver's shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Culver. They grab their own miss. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Reed's got his third basket of the night. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Trent. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Davis. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Reed's got 7 now in this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Lillard, and again it's Portland converting.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Passes it to Edwards. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts was the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 2 assists, and also 3 steals. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, he has that DNA where he turns it up for big.
Yes, he does. He's proved to be a fantastic playoff performer. McCollum has the sense of when he needs to step it up for his team.
Yeah, well, very few players can take over like McCollum. I mean, this guy's ISO ability is probably in the top 5 in the NBA, so there's no slowing him down when he gets on the roll.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. They've got Davis. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Culver, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way, and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Beasley with it. Now Covington defending. Okogie inside the 3-point line. Can't hit that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the...
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Russell from long range. Here's Davis. Tipped away. Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Nurkic the pass to Jones. Shoots over Culver. Jones, no luck.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Basket good. Covington's got 10.
Incredible looking pull-up from Covington. I mean, he's a tremendous shooter who prides himself on knocking down rhythm shots.
Beasley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Beasley.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
And so he hits both. Here's Lillard. 43 points in the game. Here's McCollum. Shot is good off the back rim and in. McCollum's got 20.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Count it, good.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Over Beasley, and Portland again with the bucket.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Russell inside, covered by Lillard. Russell with the bucket. 25 points in the game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Nurkic in the post. Davis is on it. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Layman, he's checked in for Ed Davis. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. He gets that one.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
And Cantor over to help. There's Russell with the 3. It's good from long range. Russell's got 28 points for the game.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Culver with it. Now Anthony defending. Here's Russell. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 30 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's a Kogi. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
From 12 feet out, and the jumper is good. Anthony's got 9 points.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Right wing to the inside. A nice shot by Culver.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Portland, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Lillard, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's Beasley, that time in the assist by Russell. Russell's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Cantor with it. He's picked up by Russell. From the top of the key, Cantor's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Beasley. Culver kicks to Layman. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
Here's McCollum. And a little luck that time, but it drops. McCollum's got 26 points.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Beasley outside. And another three for Minnesota.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Lehman, defended by Jones. 6 to shoot. There's Russell with a three, and Jones pulls it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Hood comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Josh Okogie. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Rubio dishes to Edwards. Pass to Lehman. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. McCollum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. McCollum's got 10 points here in the second half. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Minnesota. Pass to Reed. Inside. That's tipped. And here's Kanter. He's got 7. Again, the Trailblazers score. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Portland.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Here's McCollum. Kept alive. Edwards against Anthony, and the shot is good.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters, an elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Now the pass to Reed. Here's Edwards. Great D that time from Hood. And here's Portland. A big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Kanter. Here's Simons. Hits the front of the rim and out. Minnesota shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. And the basket by Rubio.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Simons. Drains the 19-footer. Simons has got 11. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 17. Passes to Reed, all alone, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does, seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Bucket is good. McCollum's got 30 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Beasley for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
3.
Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Davis has checked in for Lehman. Well, we've got a second, so we'll bring up a list of shooting guards that have been red hot at the free throw line over the past month. You look at Beasley, deadly on the stripe, someone you do not want to foul.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
On the wing, Davis. Corner shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Davis has got 12.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Here's Simons. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Rubio. That one, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Hood. They get it again. Another shot. Trent. The layup off target.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Beasley against Covington. Here's Reed. And another three for Minnesota.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Simons. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He's got 15.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Up top, Covington, covered by Rubio.
Timberwolves foul call. That's his second personal
foul. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Minnesota shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Beasley, the pass to Rubio. Here's Edwards. Offline with his three. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Nurkic. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Going to work. Nurkic puts forth such an effort on offense. That's what gets him his looks.
Beasley outside. And it's blocked. Covington with it. Over Davis. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Portland out in front as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Giles is out there with Little, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Pass to Vanderbilt. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Vanderbilt's shot is good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Goes up to the stripe, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Simons, and again, it's Portland converting.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills, and we're seeing it right now.
Pulls it from the elbow. No good there. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Giles. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Vanderbilt, and he jams it with authority.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Vanderbilt with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Poked away. Here's Trent. Over Edwards. Trent gets the bucket.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. No good with the triple. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Basket counts. Here's McLaughlin. Passes it to Edwards. Here's Vanderbilt, and the shot goes in.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Simons, and that one hits back iron. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's McLaughlin, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Minnesota making a switch here. Russell's checked in.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday.
Timeout,
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dance team.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland.
Enes Kanter.
Here's Giles. Now Little. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. An even 3-on-3 break. McDaniels passes to McLaughlin. And here is McDaniels. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. No one near him. Offensive rebound.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's McLaughlin. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Simons. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. Here's Giles. Fires top of the key. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Plays it up off the glass. Russell's got 34.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
For Portland, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Pulls it from 20, and it's good off the back rim and in. Simons has got 18 points just in the second half. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Vanderbilt. Here's McDaniels. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Kanter. The quick look, no good that time. Here's McLaughlin. Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Timberwolves shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, deceptive athleticism that Russell has for a point guard. This young man is sneaky in his ability to get up.
Here's Simons. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. Minnesota with the ball. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And so it's Minnesota with it. And it's Russell in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Cantor with it. He's picked up by Russell. Cantor's shot is off. Cantor's gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. And a deep three from Russell. Tries again. It's blocked. Here's Giles. Over Russell. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to Vanderbilt. Oh, what a play!
Oh, my goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
The shot's good from Cantor.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And, Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Stolen by McDaniels. And here's the fast break. The finish. And finished off by McDaniels.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
They get it back. Here's Cantor, buried from 15 feet out.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Yep, that one goes in there. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Giles, that's good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 30. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. "50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Hood. A rebound by the Timberwolves. The feed to Russell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got 47 points.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's Minnesota. McLaughlin, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Lots of room. McLaughlin, no good. Here's Giles. Pass to Simons. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.